part 4, the last part. And this is content and action plan.
So content and action plan, it really comes down to staying consistent on your content and action plan and really deciding what kind of content do you want to post. We talked about problems, solutions, education, and really diving deep into that. And we have on the sheet here, education, product demos, unboxing, customer stories, behind the scenes, us versus them. There's a lot of great ideas on here on the type of content and action plan that you can do. And God, the us versus them content and action content plan is an awesome one because it really gives an interesting perspective of what you're offering versus your competition. And I'm not saying talk negative, super negative about your competition, or even don't even name call them or name drop them. But we have a new product coming out and it's 50% larger than the competition that's normally out there.
Yeah.
So we made a us versus them video showcasing with the measuring tape how much larger our tray is versus what's out there. And I just love that video because it really just conceptually and visually is, oh, wow, I need that.
Yeah.
That's better than anything else I've seen. And I love the us versus them concept for content.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones too. And I think there's so many ideas. And I think we come up with all these ideas, and there's more ideas for the type of content that you can do. For example, if you're one of those that just posts deals on your website and you're getting no engagement, you probably need to put some of these other types of things, but you don't know what to do. If you just post a bunch of educational content and it's the same product and everyone has seen that, you might not be asking the right question. You might not be solving their problem. So it's super important to do 1, 2, and 3. Once you do, you'll know exactly what type of content you need. It'll literally answer this question. So for us, for MakerFlo, it's always going to be educational. It's going to be the top of mind for us is, okay, how do we keep educating people, not only about our product, but how to use our product, how to sell the product, how to take care of the product. And so education is a huge part of what we do. And I feel like we're going to do more of it going forward because we get the questions of like, how do you engrave this? Is probably the number one question we get. And we want to help you solve that problem. So we're working on a few things that we're excited to release. This part right here, it's quite simple. We've given you guys the answers on the right side on kind of how we write it. And yeah, I think this is where it kind of gets to the point where you got to do the sheet.
Yeah.
And it'll fill itself out. But yeah, I'd love for you to, I don't know if you have any points here, but I'd love for you to go over our learnings. It says learn what moves the needle for your business and customers and action a plan that is consistent and adaptable.
When it comes to content ideas, a lot of times the marketing, it should be viewed through the buyer's journey, not the glasses of the business owner, which is why we asked those questions previously in the sheet. What are your customers asking? What issues are they having? How do you solve their problems?
Yeah.
You want to do your marketing through the buyer's journey and what do they want to see, not what the business owner thinks they want to post.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, it's almost like in our industry, there's so many times you bring up a product to somebody and their answer automatically is, I'm not going to sell that because I don't like it. I'm like, I thought you have a business. This is not about, are you going to finance yourself? Because I'm pretty sure you're not. So it doesn't really matter if you like it or not, does your customer like it? And half the time when somebody says that to us, it really goes to show us that business owner doesn't even understand their customer. So you have to understand, you have to see your business through the buyer's eye. It's like what you're saying. You got to understand your customer. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. It has nothing to do with it. Right now, that's different than if you believe in the product or not. That's a whole different thing. Like if the quality is not good or if it's something that offends you, it's a whole different story. But completely saying that you don't like it or you don't like blah, blah, blah. You have to understand that part of the problem is solving your customer's problem and answering to your customer's problem.
Yeah. And if you're struggling with content, and instead of asking yourself so many times to go, man, what do I need to post today? What should I post today? God help me. I don't know what to post. Start thinking in your customer's mind is, what does somebody need to see in order to feel confident in buying from you?
Yeah.
And just change that question around and it'll really change your mindset. It's like, okay, yeah, I need to showcase this for people to start feeling comfortable with my products and services.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You couldn't have said it better. I totally agree with that. And which kind of leads us into, again, now we're answering all these questions from part 1, 2, and 3, which really leads us to the rest of the, whatever, 6 pages that are left here.
Yeah.
And instead of us going through the rest of the pages on this live, which I do not plan to do, but the rest of the pages have a complete action plan for you guys to fill out. I would love for you guys to go read it. I would love for you guys to fill it out. I don't want you to be scared about there's no right or wrong answer. The wrong here is not doing it. Just put anything, action something, okay? And the goal here is for you guys to go out there and have wins and make mistakes. Then go back to the sheet, go fill it out again. And the way this works is the more you do it, the better you get at it, the more refined you get at it. And then you really start seeing those results that you've always wanted to see. And that's what makes this action plan real good. And for anyone that does this action plan, and if you sign it, make sure you take a photo and send it to us. I'd love to see how many people actually do it and hold yourself accountable in the future.
Yeah, and this is all completely free. We spent hours developing these worksheets and stuff. It's completely free content of over 15 years of our experience and our losses and our wins. So guys, take advantage of this opportunity of these free worksheets. And we didn't really even touch about this when it comes to the content and the action plan is, but we wrote down a lot on the worksheet about consistency and really just keep doing what you're doing and don't worry about perfection. And at MakerFlo, we aim to post 3 times a day. And that's a lot. And we got a great team behind that to support us. But with that consistency, we're really able to analyze what kind of content is working. What do people engage with? What do they want to see more of? What's not working that I can put off to the side and try later? And you just keep creating, learning, and repeating.
Yeah. Yeah. And like we tell the team all the time, like we don't know what we're doing half the time. And I think if you're a true business person, you have to be honest with yourself. You really don't know what you're doing half the time. And so the only reason that we're moving forward is because we're trying, testing, failing, trying, testing, failing. It's just this incredible loop of just, it should be called insanity, but it's called being in business, right? And that's all we're doing and refining and getting better. If you're going to do it once and if you're going to fail and if it's going to put you down, then you have to reconsider about being in business, because businesses, that is just the way it is today. You have to be able to go in it. You have to be able to reiterate, adapt, try again, reiterate, adapt, try again, fail, stand up. That's what this is all about. The more you do it, the better you get at it.
Yeah. So our lesson learned really when it comes to content and action plan is we had a lot of success early on with Facebook groups, right? And we talked about how the algorithms had changed, which stopped showing us. We put way too much effort in that and we didn't focus on other things. But at the same time as algorithms changing, COVID was getting back to normal. COVID was coming to an end. The people's eyeballs also changed.
Yeah.
They went to other platforms.
Yeah.
They went to TikTok. They went back to Instagram, and Facebook groups wasn't such a hot thing anymore. So not only do algorithms change, but people's eyeballs also change.
Yeah.
And what comes to mind for me with that is Etsy. Etsy is not what it used to be. A lot of those eyeballs are going on TikTok Shop. They're going on Whatnot app to do live selling. They're going on Amazon. So these seasons come and go. Every 4 or 5 years, you can expect a big shift in something. And we're seeing that, and we have proof of that within the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid. You have to diversify in your marketing plan in all these channels that you spend time marketing your business.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better.